What's up? I'm Tim, a multi-sport athlete here at Perseo Julian High School, and this is here's Tim's Game Talk, where we talk about the locker room experience and the true experience behind sports here at Julian High School. Today I'm here with defensive linebacker and defensive center, also offensive center, Chase Misters. How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
I'm good, bro. How you doing, bro?
I'm feeling pretty well today, man. I want to start off this show by saying thank you for taking time out of your day and just being on this podcast. It's really appreciated, man.
No problem, bro.
All right. I don't know if you mad, but we're finna dive right into it.
All right.
So the first question is, as you know, we just finished up our 2024-2025 football season, and there were some ups and downs to it. How do you feel about the recent football season that just occurred in terms of our overall?
I feel like overall season was pretty good with what we were able to do. Obviously, had a little step down from where we were last year. Everybody ain't played to their full potential, but that's stuff we could work on next year with who we got left.
Okay, I heard you say everybody didn't play to their full potential. Mm-hmm. Do you feel there's any newcomers that showed up and showed out this year and showed they were serious about football?
Showed up and showed out. Yaki King, Derek Taylor, I'm pretty sure his last name was. KJ. Eli definitely stepped up. Elijah, he stepped up. Newsome.
Okay, so due to the names that you just gave, do you think that after we leave, do you think y'all taking a junior name farther than what we did this year?
Next year, I definitely feel like it's some stuff we could do to make us show out. I mean, the past 2 years, we done got a couple news features. So
yeah, so okay, I heard new in there. So I want to ask you, as the new people come in, as in like not the OG, since we finna be gone, do you feel like then the names that you just named is be able to take on the burden that we took on as seniors? Do you think that y'all will be able to do what we did, if not better?
Do what y'all did. I feel like definitely we can try to get something happening. Better. It depends on how we see with what we got with our newcomers. Okay. But overall, we gonna try to take this somewhere.
Okay. Let's say that you said you're gonna see if you could take it somewhere, right? So, as in terms of this year, speaking on what just happened in 2024, 2025, do you think, as in we took it somewhere last year compared to last year, do we made the right adjustment after our seniors from last year left? And would you say that we filled in a good name for them?
I feel like a main contributor is our weight room. So I feel like something we didn't go hard on our newcomers as much on was the weight room. So I feel like a lot of that aggression was missing from, people not being able to be there and do what they need to do. So definitely conditioning season, we gonna have to do something. That's gonna be our way. For sure.
Okay, I heard you say aggression in there. So do you feel that's something that's, as Coach Cooper says, he said that's something that starts within yourself and as in heart-wise. Do you think that is true in that actually, or do it take somebody else to take that, to make that spark come inside you?
Both. You can be born aggressive, but that aggressiveness, hey, chill. That aggressiveness can definitely be built up, whether that be from somebody sparking it, like, trash talking. That's one way. Just pure support based on like how you do it. You do good, you definitely gonna show out.
For sure.
It's not all about what you're born with.
It's really not. So do you think, as in you said something born with, right? That's something that you could be born with. Okay, let's say they're not born with it. What do you think? What's something you would tell them to get that fire in them to show that something that even though you're not born with it, you can get it?
Being relatable. So I feel like the best way to get somebody who's not as aggressive to get more aggressive is to show them that they ain't got nothing they got to be scared about. It usually comes mid-game. The second they do something good, they not going to be scared no more. So all you got to do is like make sure that they notice that themselves.
Okay, thanks for answering that question. There's another one that I want to ask you. And this is a simple question, but we want you to elaborate as much as you can. Which the question is, how could we have done better as a team?
Oh, do better as a team. You've been waiting on this one, huh? I feel like as a team, we definitely got to get on each other, but like not in a way is like when we pounding each other and like bringing each other down. Hey, boss, chill. Basically, right? You see somebody doing bad, we just gotta get together. Let them know that it's all right, but they got another chance to save it. Weight room, big contributor. Practice, get everybody to practice. Not everybody know them plays. Can't wait till we get to game day to start teaching people.
Right. So I heard you say that you said not pushing down on each other, right?
Yeah.
Right, but do you feel that is sometimes what could help a player unlock their true potential? Sometimes you gotta show tough love, man. Do you think that is a good way to do it though?
It depends on the person.
Yeah.
If they already ain't got a lot of how do you say
A lot of I wanna say I don't want to say maturity.
Drive.
Yeah, drive.
If they don't got a lot of drive that keep them in the game, you you being hard on them ain't gonna keep them playing. If anything, they gonna start doing worse throughout that game. Really, the only way to do it is to teach them.
Right.
If you can't teach them without, I mean, sometimes you do gotta yell, but if you can't teach them without like staying calm, you're not really teaching.
Right. So I heard you say something about drive, and I heard and drive is a mental state, right?
Yeah.
So as we can agree that football and any other sport is a mental game before it's a physical game.
Definitely,
right?
definitely.
Can you elaborate on that though?
So throughout the game, there's 4 quarters. You got 3 hours to make a statement. Every mess up, every save lead to a new potential. You mess up on the field, you probably messed up off the field. You mess up off the field, it's going to happen on the field. People going to be talking about you every time you mess up. So that's definitely going to get to your head. Every time you do good, people going to get in your head. Tell you that you should keep doing it. The second you don't do it, they get back in your head. Start talking more trash. So stay focused on what you got to do more than what other people say. And then focus on what other people say when you know what you got to do.
So I heard you say stay focused on what you got to do. Right?
Yeah.
That's what you said. So is there times in football or in any sport in general that sometimes you got to pick up the slack or help a person out when they're in need of help, whether that's your mission or not? You got to look out for each other.
Ultimate team sport. Always. Football never about yourself, no matter how good you are. Whether that's with grades what keep you in the game.
Right.
Whether that's with practice will help you in the game. You never by yourself. It's always something you got to do for somebody else, whether that be off the field or on the field.
Right. Okay. You said whether that's on the field or off the field, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you feel like football don't just start, or basketball or football or swimming or anything. It don't start once you hit that pool or once you hit the court or the field. It starts, where do you think it starts at? It starts where?
Sports start at home. If you practice only when you at practice, you ain't never getting no practice in.
Right.
You gotta eat, sleep. I don't want to say that one. Poop football. Hey, take care of your body. You gotta take care of your body. Get your rest. Actually practice. But in terms of where it start, that depends on the person.
Right. So that's the sum up of that question. The next question I want to ask you is, how do you think the football team will be this year after the seniors graduate?
That's a tough question. Our seniors really be the bane of our team. So in order for us to be good next year, we just gotta bring everybody to where they need to be. We gotta make sure that they fill in the spots as tightly as possible. I feel like it'll be harder to adjust.
You said adjust. So this, as you can agree, this is going to be a big adjustment, right?
Yes.
So since that adjustment, do you think that in this brink of the time, as in finding new positions, new people to play the positions that we're leaving open, and all that good stuff. Do you feel like there's going to be anybody that's going to step up and say, "Hey, I'm a leader. This is what we're going to do, and I'm going to get us right"?
Can't really speak for people just coming into the school, but with a lot of people we got on the team already, I feel like they can make that adjustment.
Right. So, do you feel like that's going to take time with us, or it's going to happen quickly, or it's going to take like into the season?
We got time, so if it don't happen quickly, it's gonna happen. The key is not to rush it. Make sure everybody learn. Everybody learn at their own pace, so you can't rush greatness.
Okay. You can't rush greatness. I like that statement. The next question is, how could have we all got better as in team?
How could we have gotten better as a team, or have we gotten better as a team?
Have we gotten better as a team?
I feel like as a team, we definitely took a step down.
Yeah.
It's too many arguing on this team right now. That comes from everybody, whether that be the people that come to practice, the people that don't come to practice, the people that work, the people that don't work. Everybody done took a step down. It's too many fighting for right now.
All right, you said fighting. Okay, do you feel like the fighting was because of negative reasons, or do you feel like it was somebody trying to help somebody and they didn't know they was trying to help and they thought, hey, they trying to put me down?
Both, because there's constructive criticism and then there's just criticism.
Right. Elaborate, please.
You can bring somebody down and teach them what they messing up with. Well, not bring them down, but you can talk about what somebody messing up with and tell them how to fix it, or you could just straight talk about what somebody messing up with and not say nothing and just keep going. But like, I feel like if we get rid of that, we can fix it. The negative things is what's bringing the team down. But a lot of people just ain't got the discipline to fight through that constructive criticism.
Right. Okay, so that's another mental game of football, right? So what do you think are the mental aspects, as in what does it take to be a mental football player and not a physical? That's what separates the two.
Be teachable. Be teachable.
Or in this case, coachable.
Teachable, coachable, same thing. Be teachable, be coachable. You gotta have love for the sport. That's above everything. You gotta have love for the sport. You can't force somebody to play a sport they don't want to play, or else they're not gonna play to their full potential. I can't think of a lot right now, but an aggressive player is people that just go in there just to, hit something. That's not always the best, but it's not always the worst.
Right. Sometimes you do need to take the extra step, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question is, do you plan on playing football in college, knowing your senior year is about to become upon you?
Yeah, I plan on playing in college.
We shall go on to the next question, which is, do you plan on playing it as a profession?
Of course, I want to play as a professional. But
as a profession, as in a job?
Yes.
Can you elaborate? Like, what makes you want to play this as a profession? Like, is it the fact that you're playing it at a young age? Is it the fact that you're playing it and you found love for it, no matter if it's a pay or not? Is it the will to keep going? What's up? Tell me something.
I love the sport. I've been playing this sport since I was like 7. So, out of everything, this what I love the most. So, if I can get it as a job, oh yeah, I'm gonna take that opportunity. But yeah, it's definitely my love for the sport that makes me want to.
Okay, speaking about love for a sport, is there any football players that you look up to, as in whether that's any old players, new upcoming players, or who's somebody you look up to keep it going?
We talking about in a school, like on the team,
or in just general, like whether it's an NFL player, college player, any of that.
Let's see. I'm gonna speak about it in school. In the school, it's a couple of players I look up to. I wouldn't say it's like a big brother thing, but like, oh, I respect you. I want to listen to you. Help me get better. That'd be Rashad Curitan. One of them left. His name was Rashawn Johnson. Let's see. You can be one at sometimes. Bernard when he was playing, and then Josh. Josh was a big one.
Josh Ray, I heard he was a good player. Okay, on the names that you spoke about that's no longer here, which is Bernard Robinson and Rashawn Johnson, right?
Yeah.
What aspects do you take from them and carry with you?
It's definitely aggressiveness. Getting injured is always something that'll take you out the game. But these two, they would play through the injury without, no matter what it was. It was something about that aggressiveness. Also, just like their team building, the way they supported the team, the way that they treated the team,
right.
It's something about not just playing for the sport, but playing as a team, but playing as a family.
Right. The question is there any words that coach told you that stick to you, and if that is, what are they and how do you apply it to everyday life?
Be a dog. That one, it's more of a like, just be tough. Like know that you can handle something. Know how to handle it. Be aggressive and being a dog is pretty much the same thing. That's all I hear from my coaches. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so what do you feel in your soul and your heart that what is a dog?
What is a dog?
Yes, like what is it a mentality? Is it a way you think? Is it show some throughout actions? What do you think makes a dog?
Drive, aggressiveness, mentality, and character. You got to be able to act it, got to be able to do it, got to be able to think it.
Right. Okay. So do you feel like if they don't have them four things, they can't be a dog?
That depends. I mean, you ain't got to be the most aggressive to be a dog. You can be the smartest. That'll help your team out. As long as you smart, you can make any of the plays you need to. If you aggressive, you can make those plays. If you got the drive, you going to make them plays even if you can't. You going to try. You're not going to give up. Yeah. You can be a dog in any of those ways.
Is there any advice you want to give the younger athletes who plan on playing this sport throughout high school or in as a profession?
Only do it if you want to do it. Only do it if you want to do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it.
Can you elaborate on that?
You only play a sport to 100% if this is the sport you love. If it's especially necessary in football. If you don't love the sport, you're not gonna help nobody in the end game.
All right, Chase, I want to say thank you for being on my show today, man. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day. And really want to say thank you, bro.
No problem, bro.
All right, that's all the time we have. Once again, I'm Tim here, a multi-sport athlete here at Perseo Julian, and that's all the time we have. Once again, this is Tim's Game Talk, and I want to tell you once again, thank you, Chase, for being on my show.
No problem,
appreciate you, man. And hey, tune in next week for as we dive into another sport. Secret hint for the topic next week: dive into the topic. Thank you once again. I'm Tim, and tune in next week.